So Marvel's Phase 4 is already done and dusted, and I've already given you guys my thoughts on Marvel's Phase 4. If you guys want to check out that video, I'll leave a link down in the description box below. But I thought I would go in the future, 5 years from now, and talk about what I think will be films we'll see in Marvel's Phase 5. And granted, these aren't really the films I think we'll see. These are just films, these are the films I want to see. These are mostly the films I think we'll see. Alright. Let's get into it. So mostly, if they do well, we'll probably get an Eternals 2 and a Shang-Chi Legends of the Ten Rings 2. Now, Shang-Chi, I don't really think we'll get a sequel. It really depends. But we'll most likely get an Eternals 2. Again, it just really does definitely depend. But Shang-Chi, I think it maybe will be a one-time film, which will, I think, be the first one-time off MCU film besides, the ones that haven't got a sequel yet, but they're definitely getting a sequel, so I think they could get. But for the Eternals 2, since there's so much, if the film of course does well, there's so much stuff and there's so much lore and stuff happening, I think we'll definitely get a sequel to that. We're also getting Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I think in Phase 5 or in Phase 4. I don't really know. I think it's in Phase 5, but again, don't quote me on it. Written and directed by James Gunn. Super pumped. Thor might be in it. The parts of Infinity War and a little bit of Endgame were two of my favorite parts. So the interactions with all of them could be fantastic, and I just love the Guardians of the Galaxy films, and I would love to see Thor teaming up with the Guardians for a big epic space adventure. I think would be super fun and super cool. And again, if it's happening in Phase 4. Some film that I definitely know we're getting in Phase 5 is Blade. Now, I haven't seen the original Blade films, so once I do, I'll probably be more excited for this film. But I'm still really excited for a Blade movie. Something different in the MCU, something maybe darker and more mature and more serious. I think it'll still have that fun, light MCU tone, but the main guy who's playing Blade seems to be a big fan of the character. Kevin Feige seemed really excited to release this for Phase 5, so I'm pretty excited for this. Again, not super pumped because I haven't seen the original, but I promise you guys, I will see it before this movie comes out. That is definitely a guarantee. We're also probably gonna get a Black Panther 3. Black Panther 2 is coming out May 2022 for Phase 4, so we'll probably get a Black Panther 3 to wrap up the series. If Black Panther 2 is good and if it's well received, we'll probably get another. Or I think we're getting Ant-Man 3. The Ant-Man films have never been high-rise MCU films. I like Ant-Man 1 more than Ant-Man and the Wasp. And Ant-Man and the Wasp, I don't think it's a terrible film. So to get a third film, I could see it working. Maybe have it more than be. I'm not saying it has to be the end of the world situation like a Thanos, but maybe it's more small scale and no pun intended films, which I definitely do like. Kind of like the Spider-Man films, but not really. Also, I think the main big thing is we're going to get an X-Men movie, and we're also going to get a Fantastic Four movie, most likely in Phase 5. Will they come with the end of the credits? We'll probably get end credits for Black Panther 2 or something like that to show them. I really like the X-Men films that they've done in the past, but I'm excited to see the MCU spin on it. And there hasn't been an amazing Fantastic Four film, so I think they could really do it. I have a video on the Fantastic Four, and I also have a video on the X-Men coming in a couple days. I don't know. My YouTube schedule is all over the place. But expect an X-Men video, maybe, about the MCU X-Men films. I don't know. We'll see if I can get it out. But if I can, you'll see it. If not, I just can't really do anything about it. And now we'll probably get a Doctor Strange 3, a Captain Marvel 3, some films we'll probably get. And now it's time to scrape the bottom of the barrel. Well, we might get a Howard the Duck film. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Could be interesting. We could get a Valkyrie film, kind of showing her adventures. We could get a Black Widow 2, a prequel Black Widow film. That could be interesting, but right now I'm just kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel. Some Marvel characters that we didn't even think of. We'll make it some other films. Those are some films I think we'll see in Marvel's Phase 4. What do you think of these? I'll let you know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you guys like this video, you guys can hit the like button and subscribe and hit the post notification bell so you guys never miss an upload another video. You can also check out my podcast I do every other Tuesday with a friend of mine. It's called the Two Peas in a Pod podcast. We talk about movies, trailers, TV shows, a whole bunch of nonsense like that. You guys can also check out my Instagram at Daniel77. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. General out.